Mr. Wisdom KF, thank you for joining me today. So I would love to know why did you choose the title The Mirror?
First of all, the book came about how people view us. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Okay.
So we discovered that whatever people say is who they truly are. So we also discovered that a lot of teenagers, youths nowadays, they have this attitude of saying, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure I can do this. But the truth is, when I look at all these things, I discovered that people don't have this right perspective about themselves. Okay. All right. So that mirror is, the mirror is something as you look into the mirror, you're seeing yourself. So I'm trying to tell people that if you can see yourself this particular way, this is how you will become. So if they keep on having this negative mindset about I cannot, they will actually not be able to do that thing which they say they cannot. Okay. So the right perspective about themselves give them the right future. Okay. So because
right perspective gives the right future.
Yeah. Because if you have a wrong perspective, definitely you're having a wrong.
So your book is it just for teenagers, or anybody could pick up a book to read?
Anybody can pick up a book to read, because it's not just about teenagers, but majority of them, is from this teenage age where, as like I said, the right perspective about yourself gives the right future. Okay. So if these teenagers now can see themselves being great, definitely they will in the future they will be great. So even the adult ones too. Okay. I used to tell people that time is age is just a number, like people say. Okay. So I can just be okay. If this person is an adult and is still saying these negative things about themselves, they can actually change. Okay. It's not just about the teenagers. Anybody can read the book.
Okay, anybody can read the book. So what motivated you or served as your inspiration for the book?
Like I said, first of all, is the way people speak, especially teenagers and youth. Okay. The way they speak about themselves personally, actually. The way they talk about themselves. I've seen a lot of people, let me say, age group, teenagers, youth, they always think that, always see somebody who is already up there, they believe that there is a supernatural hand that lifted them up. Okay. So they think that they cannot attain that height. So just they believe or they see themselves as inferior. Okay. Because when they go close to somebody who is already ahead, they don't think that they can attain that height. Right. Okay. Yeah. So this the perspective gave me that motivation to change their mind if they can read the book.
It's been said that before you see the man, you see the boy. Before you see the woman, you see the girl. Yeah. So if I'm to borrow your words, I think you're trying to talk to the teenagers, understanding that growth starts from that process. From that. Yeah, because so if you don't address the boy, the man becomes a problem. Yeah. So and then it's been said that the best time to plant the tree. The best time to plant the tree is now.
Yeah.
So you're talking about. So I think your book, from borrowing your words, you're trying to reach out to these teenagers to let them understand that anybody could be anything as long as they have the right perspectives. Because okay. So do you mind explaining further what you mean by self-discovery?
Self-discovery, from self-doubt to self-discovery. Like I said earlier. When we keep saying I cannot, you are actually giving yourself that once you keep saying I cannot, you are giving yourself a certain limitation. Okay. Yeah, but the moment you begin to say even the word I cannot, there's a I can into it. So when you start saying I can do this, removing the not, I can do this, you are giving your mind this the space to think wider. Okay. So if you always say I cannot move this book from here to here, there's no way your mind will be able to think of how to move that book. Okay. Once you say I can move this book, even though you're not seeing possibilities, but somehow you are giving your mind that space to think that okay, since there are not possibilities in human form, what will now make me to remove this book from this stage to this stage? So self-discovery is giving your mind that space to look inward. Okay. To look inward and bring out the best of you.
Does it mean with word discovery? Does it mean the person was lost? The identity was lost?
Yes, because if I cannot do something that I'm supposed to do, if I don't see myself doing what I'm supposed to do, or I know, or how do I put it, like if I don't see myself doing what I should do, as a person, that means I'm already lost. It's a lost identity. Because everybody has abilities. So if I'm not responding to my ability, that means I'm lost.
Okay.
Yeah, because anybody who does not know who they are, right, is lost already. Yeah.
Have you been a leadership coach and now an author? Have you failed before? And if yes, how did you deal with that failure?
Okay, first of all, my first book, all right, my first book was The Power of Spoken Words.
Okay.
That was around 2017, right? And then I didn't read something. I don't really know how. I don't know why, but something happened. I didn't really publish that book. That book didn't fly, right? So what happened was that I think that was last year or 2 years ago, I stumbled on a copy of the book, and I was reading through the pages, and I discovered that the book was a mess. All right, it was really not something that should get to people's hands, because I was passing out the wrong information.
Okay.
That to me, that was failure. To me, that was failure.
Okay.
But because of growth, I discovered that if I had failed before, I can pass that level.
Okay.
Alright, so I had failed, yes, because the book was not something that could give people the right information. That was failure. Now growth taught me that even though I failed, I'm not a failure. That failure only taught me to do things different way. In part of the book, I said something. I said, if you do something right, do something wrong, that doesn't mean you're a failure. If you failed, that doesn't mean you're a failure. It only means your mind is giving you an opportunity to do the right way the next time.
What about a case of repeated failure?
If you keep failing,
what do you think? What could be addressed to be the issue? The mindset, or what do you think?
If somebody is failing continuously, I think, okay, first of all, maybe the person is repeating the same process over and over again,
Which is insanity of the mind.
which is start from the mind.
Okay.
So if I've done something once and I didn't succeed, normally I should do the next time I'm doing, I shouldn't do the same thing, the same process I did to achieve that result. Because if I'm doing the same process, definitely I will get the same result.
Okay.
So I should change the process. Then in a case where the process is being changed and then it's still not working, I think that the person should go to somebody who is ahead of the person and had overcome what this person is trying to do, right, and learn from the person.